Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 190. And oh my god, I've just realised we're 10 episodes away from the next century, which means I really probably should have started editing together the highlights of the last 100 episodes. I will never learn to do that like every 10 episodes, will I? Just something lazy about me that will never do that. I always leave it to the last minute. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to today's episode. Do me a favour at the start, hit the thumbs up button. Would absolutely love to see 2,000 likes. That'd be brilliant. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Cheers. So today is once again going to be like an absolute whirlwind of random like menu, SBC, pack, gameplay, content. There's just tons of everything. So I do hope you enjoy, and hopefully you'll get a little bit out of it, because there's a couple of tips and tricks, and there's a couple of good fun things as well. So we start off actually by hitting level 23, which actually gave me a 10 times 82 plus pack. Interesting one. I also played a game in First Owner Fiesta, which is Homegrown 11, which I absolutely hated, I'll be honest. That's the reason why I don't go in there. Very sweaty. But I got a swaps token for it. And what are we going to get here then today? It's going to be a 83, little Pal Torres. I tell you what, whenever I see Spanish centre-back, I always forget about him and just think that I'm getting 84 Ramos. So sometimes it can be a little bit sad when you don't quite get the 84. Walkout alert. We're going to get ourselves a little Milinkovic-Savic. I'll take it. What pack was that from, though? That might be the 82 times 10. It is, right? 82 plus times 10. An 86 and an 84 and 85 or whatever it was in that, I'll absolutely take, considering it is literally just an objective or a season pass pack. So yeah, great. So I had a little look at what I would class as fodder in my club if the right SBC came about, and I completely filled a squad with special players, and then I've got two pretty decent pages of gold player fodder. So I think we're pretty well set up at the moment. Like there's a lot of players there that I would have previously liked to have kept. Now I don't care about so much. Quadrado, Kalulu, that type of thing. And I do go ahead and open up an expensive coin pack. I mean, it's like 75k or 85k, something like that. But I decided to risk it, just in case we could get something good. It turns out that we got an 86 and an 87, which doesn't equate to 75k or 80k or whatever it was. However, when there are like, FUT Birthday icons and stuff in packs, I am willing to risk it for a minor loss. So it is what it is. Now I've gone ahead and submitted my Lloris into a part of an SBC. I can't even remember which one it was, or was it the striker of Barcelona? Wait, why am I forgetting who this is? What have we done here, Tom? It is Gary Lineker. That's the one. That's right, I put a tweet out about this the other day. This 90 rated Lineker SBC is less costly currently than a 90 rated player on the market. So if you're doing an SBC and you want to get, or even if you just want to get Lineker, you want to get an icon in your squad, this is about 50k, and 90 rated players are about 60k. So you've probably got some of the fodder in your club already. You get 4 tradable packs back, albeit not the greatest ones, but you're going to make some of that coinage back as well. It is a far cheaper option than going out and buying a 90, let's say if you're doing like the Kante SBC or something crazy like that, So Rivals Rewards came around, and because I got so much fodder, I thought I would try something smart. I thought, I'm taking tradable. Just got to pack a couple good FUT Birthdays, a couple of good players. I'll make money this week instead. I never take tradable, and I never make money. So this week we're going to change that. No lights up from a 45k pack. 80 rated as the best. Oh no. So it turns out, terrible idea, absolutely woeful idea from me, Because even if I'd have taken option 3, I would have got the same packs and 20,000 coins given to me, but the packs would have been untradeable, or I could have just taken double the packs. So once again, I risked it to try and get money, and did not work out for me. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I never take tradable, because I don't think I'm lucky enough to get a really high value player that would actually be tradable. So yeah. Anyway, I then went and did the Eric Cantona moment stuff, as you can see. Got that done and got 9 stars. I don't think I can buy anything with 9 stars, and there's nothing else I can do in moments at the moment, so we're kind of stuck there and just going to keep them in the club until whenever another moments comes out. I never really focus on them, but I think I should, because they're really easy, obviously, and you could just get yourself free packs from it. So I should probably focus up on that and do that in the future. So my first opponent of the day has a 96 Pele, but it wasn't him that was causing me all the trouble. It was this red Sorloth. I would imagine that this guy was playing rivals with nearly his main team, but then he'd added in a few La Liga players because he was probably trying to get the Joselu objective complete, which I already did in squad battles, I believe, and I think he's on my bench now. But yeah, he didn't just sub the players off straight away. He was using Sorloth, and my God, this guy is he's still nuts. So this wasn't even the player of the month one. This is the 87 rated just red version that he must have got from when he got that decent team of the week. As you can see, we are able to sort of just about keep up with him, though. It's 3-all. Every time I score, he runs down the other end and scores again. This time, super lucky finish, but actually the goal we just got was exactly the same super lucky. So I'm 4-3 down at half-time. Quite an eventful game for my first game of Rivals for the week. I then grabbed the ball with Bale. I made 4 changes at half-time, I think. Maybe 5, actually. Not sure. Yeah, I think I did actually make 5. And as you can see, make it 4-all, make it 5-4. Didier Drogba, you are my hero. However, he brought on Mbappe and Alawiran, and then it was his Pele that scored the goal. And I think he got disconnected. I'll be nice to this guy, and I won't hate on him for quitting whilst we were drawing. But I think he got disconnected because for quite a while there, his players just weren't moving. So I'll take that one. It's a waste of time, unfortunately, because I don't get anything for that. But I don't think he didn't dashboard or anything like that. He didn't pause and quit. He just, I think, disconnected. So it's a bit unlucky. And to be fair, with the release of content and there've been some server issues, I logged out of the servers and then couldn't get back in and stuff. So I'll give him that one. But GG's overall. And I actually face up against a second Sorloth in a row, and maybe this guy was also trying to do the Joselu objectives, but it was Harry Kewell that ends up scoring against me. Just the World Cup one as well. It's not even the FUT Fantasy one. 2-1 up at half time though, deservedly as well with that XG. But Modric, I'm guessing Team of the Year Modric, plays a beautiful ball through to Harry Kewell. There's no even spot in that through ball. It was just wonderful. And then Atal knocks it back into super sub Thomas Muller, who I decided to bring on to replace Zidane, because he looks like he could be pretty good going forwards as a sub. And he scored me a winner in the 88th minute or something. Yeah, very happy with that. And that puts me on a hot streak, and it gives me keeps me on a hot streak, I guess, and gives me my first win of the week. And then a 6 p.m. rolled around, so it was time for our daily login. Who are we going to get as a loan today? Alawiran. Oh, yes. I'll take that one because he is obviously quite an expensive player on this game. I'll take him on loan, as well as a George Best for the daily objective. And a new token as well. So I don't know how many tokens we got. We might have 2 at the moment, but there's a couple in marquee matchups. I just need to get some fodder to get. I need to get some really low-rated fodder together to actually complete marquee matchups. My low-end side of my club is empty right now. So I decided that with the content released the next day being essentially they were having issues getting the SBCs out, I decided to do another 3 84x5s because, well, they actually re-released. Like marquee matchups and all of that were late. Alexandro was late. And all of that sort of stuff, just because I guess they are having some sort of issues with dropping SBCs. Don't know what it was, but I think it's fixed now. We get Tony Kroos and then a pretty meh display of players in the first 84x5. And my problem at the moment is that I don't have any like 80 to 83 rated players. So I'm putting more high tier fodder in here and then really low tier stuff, which doesn't quite make sense to me. So bit of a waste. But again, it's just a gamble, isn't it, to see if you can get something really good. We get an inform this time, Krunic, who, and 86, 85, 84, 84, 87. It's a middle of the road 84x5, isn't it? It's not a great one. It's not one to write home about, and it's certainly not the worst one you've ever seen. And then the third and final one, what can we get from this? Is it going to even be a walkout? Oh dear. No, it's going to be that man, Paul Pogba. Sag. Really, really bad. that is one of the worst ones you'll see, because it's 2 85s and the rest 84s. Just not great. So I decided to take my anger of that out in division rivals. I wanted to try and just get 2 more wins, so it gets me up to 3 wins before I've even started like thinking about weekend league and stuff. And this opponent had not like your generic like meta squad. He had a few different players, and I rate that and I respect that. He seemed to be using players that he's managed to get from SBCs, I would say. Like this Eto, nearly as good as my one. Is it the base one? Is that base Eto 87? I tell you what, he could certainly finish though. But yeah, we get it through to mine, and my World Cup Eto, I think, is the most expensive version of the card, or of the player. Ends up scoring for me, and then he makes a mistake. Drogba just capitalizes on that, absolutely feasting on my opponent's mistakes. And it's 3-2 to me at half-time. Look at that for a game, though. Both of us have had so many opportunities and stuff. He then scores again with his baby Eto. And I can't get near him. Very good card. Maybe all versions of Eto in this game are just brilliant. Which means maybe the Prime is better than the one I've got. But I'll take the weak foot any day. And then make it 4-3. He then gets a penalty and skies a penalty. I'm not going to lie. And that was actually Eto's last movement. So I think he'd already subbed him off. But he came off straight after that penalty miss. And then, as you can see, just about able to get my my 5th goal to tie up the match, or to finish off the match, to get my victory. And he quits at that one. But GG's, man. He had 17 shots against me and quit. Kind of nuts. I'd have just stuck it out to the end. You never know what's going to happen in rivals, right? At that point, when you've put that much effort in, I'd have stuck to the end. And then what a team that is. Absolutely ridiculous. Probably worth an absolute fortune. And I was expecting to probably rage quit this one after I go 1 or 2-0 down. Because the team just looked so stacked, so meta, that I figured he would just be an uber sweat that I did not want to play against. But I actually scored after 16 minutes with Pogba, a lovely finesse shot, green timed. My opponent decides to dip out of there. Thank you. I appreciate that, I guess. I had lost some in between there, so I've only shown you the victories here today. So we are probably 2 or 3 wins off of hitting Division 3. I'm not in a rush to get there, but I will focus now on weekend league and stuff before even thinking about going back into rivals. That'll be early to mid next week by the time I do that. So already 37 games and 58 games on Zambrotta. So 37 for Disassi. Yeah, we're clocking up some matches on some of these players. Over 400 now for Pogba. What a boy. Getting close to 400 for all of these fellas, actually. All of these attackers are well over 300, or just over 300 for Eto. How have I used Drogba way more than Eto? I thought I put Eto first. Who knows? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching today. All sorts going on. We've done 84x5s. We've unlocked all sorts of stuff. Tomorrow, I will debate on a potential new player, FUT Birthday SBC, joining the club, and we'll start our weekend league. If you've enjoyed today, hit me with a thumbs up. That'd be great to see 1,000 or 2,000 likes on this. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Cheers. Follow me on social media. My links are down below. Been very active on there lately, so I'd appreciate it if you come over and follow. Have a great one, everyone, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.